Hi, hi. What's your name
Yeah, my name is Jerry.
and what major that you studied in?
I study journalism at Monash University.
Yeah. Did you smoke?
I don't smoke.
I would ask you some questions about throwing cigarette butts.
Okay.
First question is that do you think there is a decrease in throwing cigarette butts nowadays?
I don't think so. I think a lot of students like throw the cigarette butts like outside the school. Like normally in the some area we can't say, but they throw cigarette butts all the time.
What do you think the cause of this behavior?
I think normally because our school is smoking free, and that's one reason like people have to smoke like privately, and they have to throw the smoke butt, and nobody say. That's why I think.
Do you think that raising the fine or intensity of punishment will cause less of this behavior?
Yeah, definitely. I think because more penalty on people throwing cigarette butts will decrease their throwing the cigarette butts. But one thing is that if you give them fine a lot, they're gonna be like dishonorable and maybe throwing cigarette butts in the school as well.
So you support it, right?
Sorry.
You support it.
Yep.
Uh, the last question is that do you have any questions about reducing cigarette butts?
I don't think I have any question, but one thing that like people can control themselves to not smoke a lot, and that's why I think better for their body and better for our environment. That's it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Hi,
Hi, what's your name?
my name is Tram.
What major that you study in?
I'm studying media communication in Monash University.
I want to ask you some questions
Yeah,
about
sure.
throwing cigarette butts.
Yeah,
Do you smoke?
no, I'm not.
And do you think there is a decrease in throwing cigarette butts nowadays?
I'm sorry?
Do you think is there a decrease in throwing cigarette butts on the street nowadays?
So I think that if you're smoking and you drop your cigarette butt to the street, it's maybe cause to the fire. Or yeah, maybe cause to the dangerous to the street. I think so. But I think Australian law have banned to drop out the cigarette butt to the street. So I think people should follow rule.
Yeah, and what do you think that the cause of this change that throwing cigarette butts is?
So do you mean the reason?
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe people cannot find the bin or the rubbish to throw the cigarette butt inside, or maybe they, lack of the knowledge that they may cause to the fire, to the damage to the city. So I think everybody should be educated about this problem because it's really serious.
uh, do you think that raising the fine or the intensity of punishment will cause one of the reasons that throwing the cigarette butts is less than before?
Yeah, I think so. If they have security on all street in order to control the cigarette butt to drop out, I think it's maybe control the behavior of the citizens. Or maybe, I still strongly believe that the Australian government should educate all the citizens to follow the rule instead of have a security, because you cannot have the security in everywhere, so you cannot control it. And if you can catch on situation like drop out the cigarette butt, you can have the very strict punishment, I think.
And to support this appropriate that raising the fine.
I'm sorry?
Do you support that to raising the fine to punishment that people who throwing cigarettes?
Well, yes, I support to the law and I support to the punishment. So yeah, I think yes.
And the last question that
Yeah.
do you have any suggestion or opinions on reducing throwing cigarette butts?
So I think now the Australian government are raising the cigarette price, to minimize the people to buy it. I think it's a very good idea, and also as you say, that the strict punishment is also a really nice idea also. So yeah,
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
yeah, thank you.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi, what's your name?
my name is Alice.
And what major that you study?
Master of Design.
Yeah, I want to ask you some questions about throwing cigarette butts.
Okay.
And do you smoke?
No.
No worries. Do you think is there a decrease in throwing cigarette butts nowadays?
I'm sorry. Pardon. What's your question?
Do you think there is decrease in throwing cigarette butts?
Cigarette butt? Not really. I think.
And do you think what's the reason that people throwing cigarettes?
Some reason. Some people maybe about reduce their pressure, or I think some young adults maybe for cool because smoking is the cool thing they think, especially for the boy. But for the adult, I think maybe smoking can reduce their pressure.
Yeah. But I mean, the reason that they throwing cigarette butts on the street.
Through cigarette. I think they have no how to say. They will don't never mind about the environment because maybe they talk to somebody on the phone and they forgot they have smoke on their hand. Yeah.
And do you think that raising the fine or the punishment will cause less of this behavior?
Yeah, maybe, but I think maybe more like the it should be have the punishment should be the useful way to reduce this. But I think most useful things is to tell people the how about the result of theirs through the small. Yeah.
And do you support it to have more serious punishment?
Yeah, maybe.
The last question: do you have any suggestions or opinions on reducing throwing cigarette butts?
Maybe on the campus, then school can add some icon to remind people don't do that. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.